wisdom, a product of understanding. Happy is the man that findeth wisdom, and the man that getteth understanding. Proverbs 13:3. Having the wisdom of God is knowing what is good for you and applying it to your daily life. This may sound simple and straightforward, but what people tend to forget is that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding all go hand in hand. Before you can be wise in the eyes of God, you must first obtain knowledge and understanding. Proverbs 4 verse 7 says, "Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding." Knowledge without wisdom is useless. It may even lead to destruction. For instance, some people who have knowledge but lack understanding may be unteachable, and this position may lead them to disasters in life. Proverbs 10 verse 13 says, "In the lips of him that hath understanding, wisdom is found, but a rod is for the back of him that is void of understanding." Some people can quote many verses of the Bible, but their lives lack the fruits of the Spirit. Such people know, but they do not understand. Without the understanding of what those verses mean, then you are just as good as someone who doesn't even know where the books of the Bible are. Such people are exposed in 2 Timothy 3 verse 7. They are ever learning and never able to come to the knowledge of the truth. Therefore, without knowledge and understanding, it is impossible to have wisdom. Many people believe that wisdom is determined by things like education or position at work, but these things do not necessarily make one wise. Even if someone has a PhD or work in the highest institution of this world, but they do not have the knowledge and understanding of the things of the kingdom, they are not wise in God's eyes. Proverbs 2 verse 6 says, "For the Lord giveth wisdom, and from his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding." To have the wisdom of God is to realize that we as humans can do nothing on our own. King Nebuchadnezzar's foolishness compelled him to take the glory that belongs to God. Proverbs 11 verse 2 says, "When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom." King Nebuchadnezzar had too much pride, believing that he built the whole of Babylon by his own power. But right then and there, God disgraced him for 7 solid years, and it so happened that when he came back to his senses, he returned all the glory to God. Wisdom is what makes us to give all the glory to God, even when it comes to simple things like waking up in the morning. Having the wisdom of God is understanding that the Lord's say is final, that nothing can contest against it. 1 Corinthians 1 verse 25 says, "Because the foolishness of God is wiser than men, and the weakness of God is stronger than men." If the foolishness of God is wiser than humans, then we have no right trying to question God's instructions or decisions. If we are truly wise, we would know that God has a purpose and plan for everything. Nothing he does or says is pointless. As we go this week, let us ask ourselves, what areas have we ignored God's instructions and been wise in our own eyes? Brethren, please do not flout God's instructions because you think that your own wisdom is rational. We all know that Naaman would have died a leper if he had washed in the more practical waters in Damascus. Trust fully in the wisdom of God and watch how seemingly impossible situations become testimonies. Thank you and have a wonderful week.